Hey everybody, and welcome back to Psychology Geek. In today's video, we are talking about 10 tricks to put a narcissist in their place. Before we go straight into the video, please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Once you spot one, you can never go back. Go back to that sad little place narcissists have for you in their lives. They will always try to absorb you into obscurity. Here are 10 tricks to keep them at a safe distance from your life. 1. Expose them. If there is an Achilles heel to the narcissist, when you expose them, they are like a house of cards. You just need a little wind and they will fall off. The funny thing is that you don't need much more than that. Once you are ready, talk to them and expose what they did or always do, so those cards begin to crumble down. Always do this in the presence of loved ones, like they did with so much abuse and emotional damage. Set them up for failure, and that failure comes with exposure. They will find themselves cornered. You will see them as they are, little things with such a high degree of insecurities and fear that will show how narcissistic and selfish they turn out to be. When you expose the truth, they will try to twist everything to being ridiculous. Once you do that, he will be humiliated by the experience. Being humiliated and cornered by a narcissist is one of their worst fears. Once that is done, they will leave you alone. 2. Fear no more. Fear, it's that little thing inside you that keeps you in this prison, because having a relationship with a narcissist is like that, suffocated by others' desires and whims. You don't need that in your life. As fear goes off, you will find that he doesn't have so much power now that fear is gone. The more control they have over you, the better for them. And you already know what happens every time you show them something you like. They just shove off or make fun of it as if they were better. Having a higher standard than spending time with somebody that doesn't respect you will make you free to get a healthier and empowering relationship. The world's already a difficult place. You don't need a narcissist to dictate your life path. More fear means more control, so take courage and face them with proper help. You will see that most of the time they are pure words and no action. Get rid of that controlling fear and the narcissist will leave far away. 3. Establish boundaries. Narcissists don't care who you are or what you do or anything related to you without them. They will always want to be the center of the universe, and the more things you leave behind for them, the more twistedly happy they are. So don't fall into that trap, because that trap will only consume you, and it's so exhausting to live running everywhere for them. They tend to find people with low self-esteem and who are too nice to set clear boundaries. If they can have a maid, delivery and a personal assistant in one lover, they will stay in that relationship, consuming the other person for years to come. So take care of that and establish boundaries of where the line is between each other. You don't give them space to abuse your time and needs. 4. Take that pressure away. For a narcissist, you are not their lover. You are a personal assistant. They will make you do things for them constantly, and if you refuse, they ensure it's going to be a bad day, and all the pathological lies that he could think of will be on the board so that you, with guilt, fulfill their needs. When they ask you to do something, give it a 5-second rule if you don't want to do that. If it's a genuine desire and will to help the other person lovingly, or if it's because you feel entirely under pressure and don't want another half-an-hour fight or being ghosted for the rest of the day. The people who love you will never do something like that. And once you get out of that abuse zone and get away, it becomes clear what you were missing all this time. You. 5. The word no is a must. If there is something that narcissists do, it's asking you for things. Money, time and favours. Lots of favours, especially those that take a lot of time and effort and don't involve you in their lives. Beware of saying yes to please them and not for love. Don't do it if you are afraid of how they may react, because that's not love, that's fear. The most courageous word you can say is no. Once you realise you can stand up before the narcissist, he will begin to lose control. Losing control is the best way to keep them far away. They are gone in a glimpse when you begin to stand up for yourself. They can give you unsolicited advice and even dictate how you feel. Remember, the deeper you are in a narcissistic relationship, the less you think for yourself. So saying no, it's that lifeguard that won't let you be drawn into that narcissistic small pond. Yeah, a pond. It's how little they are. 6. Look at their life objectively. Narcissists don't have much time to look at themselves. They are so insecure and afraid of what other people think that they will live dropping names, telling you how much they made. They are investing a million histories that you only see in a Money Mayweather video, showing off. But there are a few holes to spot, and if you are feeling love for them or getting confused, try to see their life from an objective point of view, by how they talk and live. It may not be the perfect life that it seemed, but because they always have a facade to stimulate more success than they have, it's funny because if you look closer, many narcissists will be studying a career. For example, it's the first year of studying medicine and they already own a hospital. That's how empty they find themselves inside. That's how they feel being so dependent on other people and trying to control them. They are so eager for control because their life has none of it. And if you look closer, they will stop having that negative effect on you. 7. Keep their focus on the problem. They've got a unique way with conversations, twisting them and giving the subject many rounds to not touch the vital matter at hand. They will always do this to hurt you so you can stop arguing. Because in an argument with a solid point, they can't escape the fact that what they are doing is anything but caring about you. So stop them in their tracks and keep bringing up that subject. Be constant about it because they will never change it. And one of the best things that can happen is when they unilaterally decide to go away. It's a powerful force. Trust us. It saves you a lot of time, hassle and emotional investment that leads you nowhere. If you keep that focus on the matter at hand, they will have no power over you and they can't manipulate you in any way since you have a clear focus on what needs to be discussed. 8. Don't lose control. Narcissists will go out of their way to make you feel miserable and blame you. They can even make you lose control to use that as emotional leverage and blame it on you. So keep yourself in the zone, in your mind, and find your peace so that he can't manipulate you with what you did when he makes you lose control. A slight mistake can go many miles for the narcissist to ruin your life. As for him, you are nothing without him, and thus enjoys leaving you in troubles that you didn't even know you could have. A narcissist, the more you let them in, the more they get to know you and can touch those sweet spots to make you enraged and fall into that twisted trap. Soon you will find that they are never worth any second of it, which will make them leave and find another victim to strap. 9. Their emotions, their problems. It's always lovely to empathise and care for other people's emotions, giving them a space to sit and talk to you so they can feel more relaxed and content. That's always a virtue in this fast-pacing world. But with a narcissist, that is a weakness. You never should take their emotions seriously, since they only do them to get hold of you. They don't feel that way, and there is a high chance it's just acting. Since they know what outcome they want, deep inside, nothing stops them from making a scene or shouting at you. Selfishly, there will always be a top priority to make you feel insecure and scared. If you get tangled into it, you will trip, and you know what happens after that. It's all your fault since they use their emotions to manipulate you. Suppose you shove off their emotions and don't give them that extra weight they desperately need. In that case, you are in an excellent way to start going after a more easy relationship with a dynamic where harmony and understanding are the first values to relax in. 10. Be indifferent. When they start attacking, throwing you everything, don't respond, nor even talk to them. Indifference is the worst thing you can do to such an empty soul. They don't want to stop once they start to abuse you. It could be verbal, emotional, and even physical, always trying to bring you down. But if you ignore it and let indifference set in, you get more freedom. And freedom is what can get you out of there fast. If you respond in the same way, you nurture them, and they like attention even if it's negative. So don't let them get away with it, and give them a reflection of how they are an empty casket with no power over you. Once you do these actions, the path to healing begins, and you will never go back to that little you that saw some worth on an empty shell. Have you been with a narcissist or know someone that has? Tell us in the comments. We will love to hear you out. Leave us a like to make more people aware, and subscribe with that bell so you don't miss our following videos.